guys, welcome back to iAesthetics. It is Saturday, and for those who have been following me, you know what time it is. It is tutorial time. And for anyone who is new, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. All right, today we are going to learn how to draw a nose. Not a sideways nose, not a profile nose, but the tough one, the frontal view. I feel like a lot of people struggle with the frontal view, and for good reason. It's a toughie, but I'm gonna simplify it for you, and we're going to make a nose today. So grab your iPad, pencil, Apple Pencil, sketchbook, whatever you're working with, and let's get started. All right, my beautiful audience, let's open up a canvas. You know what I'm gonna do. Let's set up the tone and put a little texture on there. And then I'm gonna be using a 6B pencil today just to show you guys the basic outline. Don't forget to open up a new layer. Guys, if you missed my basic Procreate tutorial, don't forget to scroll through and definitely give it a watch. I think it would be very helpful. All right, basic shape, upside down triangle. You can close it, you don't have to close it. I usually don't. And then there's going to be a little bit of a rectangular area on the bottom. So this is your basic shape, guys. Without this, you will not understand. This is going to be your guide. Then you have your nostrils. This is going to be the bridge of your nose. So I'm just showing you guys right now how to visualize when you're drawing a frontal view for the nose. Because for frontal view, I feel like you really need to visualize and kind of just picture it in your mind as well. The sides, even though they look very angular, that's the part that's going to curve up and form the nostrils. So we have the bottom part, the bridge, the nostrils, and this is your foundation. If you want to add more guiding lines on just the curves and how it's forming up into the face and the nose bridge, you can. Let's lighten the opacity on this now and have it as a guide and open up a new layer and put this one on the bottom. Perfect. And let's get started, guys. I'm so excited. All right, let's make some clean guiding lines of where the nostrils will curve up, where the bridge of the nose will be. That way we can get rid of that bottom layer where we have all this writing and all these messy lines. And let's also shade in the bottom part of the nose that curves down and into your lips. Remember, we're not doing a pose where you're looking up. So that part of the nose, it's gonna be shaded. I think that's good enough. Let's go in and turn off that other layer. And look, guys, you can already see it coming together. You can either leave it like this or add in more details and really bring the nose to life. It's just gonna be about filling in the nostrils now, doing a lot of cross hatching, making sure that the bridge of the nose kind of stays clear of the cross hatching, because that part is the one that's kind of pointing out. And because you want it to look like it's popping out, there's going to be a lighter area over there, maybe a reflection. So for this tutorial, we're gonna keep that area clear. For if you're working on an illustration, obviously it's really gonna depend on your lighting. It's gonna be depending on your mood and what's kind of happening in the piece, right? But just to keep things simple, I'm gonna put a little circle over there and we're going to stay clear of that area. Because the nose protrudes out, there's going to be a shadow that's cast underneath the nose, and that's what we're filling in right now. Like I said, now it's just cross-hatching, keep working on it, go in the movement of the shape. You know, I've got my longer lines on top where the bridge is. I've got my shorter lines on the bottom. If you guys want to see a tutorial on cross-hatching, drop a comment down below, guys. All right, I'm gonna start adding some more shadows, a little bit more dark areas on the bottom, really making it come out and pop. It's looking so awesome so far, guys. Let me know how your piece is going. Let me know what you're finding tough, what you're finding easy. Right now is also a good time to start cleaning up a little bit of those guiding lines that we drew. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can definitely still have those lines and have a very sketchy feel. That kind of art is also amazing. Everyone has their own style, so you do what works for you too. Okay, next I'm gonna go into my brush tool. I'm gonna pick the flat brush. We're gonna open up a new layer underneath our sketch. Pick whatever color you want your nose to be, and let's start shading in our nose. Go ahead and pick a darker color now, a darker shade, and we're just going to go into our dark areas and give it a little touch up. When you're working on the highlight, like in the middle part, the bridge, the part that's protruding out, you definitely want a lighter color, and then rely on your blend tool as well. Like bring in a little bit of the dark into the middle and have a nice transition. Throw in a little bit of white, and it's really going to be kind of a back and forth process here where you're blending, you're putting a little bit more white, then you're blending, putting a little bit more tan or whatever color you have, and just kind of go back and forth until it feels good and until it feels right for you. And if it doesn't feel right at all, the beautiful thing about digital art and Procreate is you can just cover it right up without messing it all up. I'm just gonna blend it all in and maybe just throw in maybe a tiny highlight, but you still want your outer areas to look darker. Great way to see if your basic shape is coming out is going into your layers and turning off the pencil work, and you can take a look, see if your basic shape still stands. It's actually pretty cool. You should do that with all your drawings actually. Alright guys, let's add some finishing touches, a few highlights, and call it a day. We're almost there, hang in there. The middle part is definitely looking a little extra bare, so I'm gonna just add in a few texture lines to help it along. And ta-da! We've got a nose! Well, we did it! We drew a nose! How did it go, guys? Tell me all about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful. I hope you guys were able to draw with ease. Remember, it really does come down to another thing. Practice, practice, practice. You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta practice. It will come, inshallah. Until next time, sending lots of love, lots of good vibes. Peace.